For the 3 people that noticed I didn't upload any videos last week, I'm okay. I'm really okay. I had a lot going on last week. My AC gave up. Like, this heat has been so crazy lately. My AC was just like, yeah, no boo, I need a rest. So I had to get that serviced, and well, it was a long weekend here, so it would have been really uncomfortable to film in this hot room. To top it off, my dad is also been kind of sick lately, so yeah, I just was not in the right mind frame or mindset to sit down and film. But everything is better now. My AC is working again, my dad is doing better. When I started this channel, I did say I wanted to incorporate some story times, and these are actual story times, like shit that has happened to me. So this is a first of the series, and I'm just gonna dive into this first one. I don't want this video to be long. I'm pretty sure it's going to be short, just like that date. Now, this topic, I actually got the idea from Instagram. I was going through like exploring Instagram, and I just saw this random post, and it was basically asking what was people's worst dates, and people were just going off in the comments, and I was like so entertained by those comments. I decided to ask my followers if they wanted to hear my worst date, and of course they said yes, which is why I'm making this video. So I'm just gonna get right into this. Okay, before I get into this video, I just want to say to the guy, if he ever watches this video, I am not sorry, but you know, we were young-ish, and shit happens, okay? Shit just freaking happens, and I know you hate me, and I am sorry for that. I would like to think that we've grown and we're both adults, so I just still wish you the very best in your future, wherever you may be. May you be happy in life, and that's all I will say. So to protect the identities of these people, I'm gonna name the guy David, and I'm gonna name the girl Jessie. Yes, there's another girl involved. I'll get to it, but just Jessie and David. I should probably write this down because I might forget. So it's me, Jessie, David, right? So this was in like early 2014, and I had just gotten out of a year-long relationship, and I was not ready to date just yet. Like, I was still getting over that breakup, plus, you know, I just wanted to really just catch myself, catch my breath. But I was really sad, you know, I was down a lot, I was not myself, obviously going through a breakup. I can't remember exactly how this guy and I started talking. I know he contacted me first because he's always been interested. I really didn't know, I was so clueless, but he had been watching me for some time, and then I started this new job and he contacted me there, and I can't recall giving him my number or anything like that, so I do believe he contacted me on the work line. So anyway, I didn't think much of it, like, you know, we just started talking or whatever, very innocent, because I knew who he was, like I knew what he looked like, but we never had like a formal interaction. So I was just taking it casually, like, okay, yeah, hi, how are you, fine, blah blah blah, that sort of thing, very basic. He asked me on a date. By this time we had exchanged cell phone numbers, and I think we were just like texting, like, hey, how was your day, and that kind of thing. Like, I knew he liked me for a fact, but I was just not interested in him or in any other guy. But I knew for a fact that I would not be interested in him because he's just not my type. I know that sounds kind of rough, but he's really not the typical guy that I would date. But Jessie, who was my co-worker at the time, saw it fit that I was ready to date. So she convinced me, she pushed me, and I caved, and I told the guy, well, okay, we can go on this date. Like I said, I still stand by this. I did not want to go on this date at all, but he wouldn't stop asking, and I didn't want to make him feel bad. Like, that's a problem I have. I don't like to make people feel bad. I'd like to please a lot of people, and this was no limit to Jessie as well, because she was one of my very dear friends. I said, you know what, I have nothing to lose, just go on the damn date. When I told him yes, I made sure to arrange the date for a Sunday. That way I know we can't be out late because we both have work the next day, and you know, I want to keep it super casual, you know. So we decided to meet at a popular cafe in Central. I'm not gonna say the name of the place or anything like that. Like I said, it was a Sunday, so my dad had dropped me off like in the afternoon, and I told him make sure and I'll call for you to pick me up in like about 2 hours. And he was like, oh well, fine, okay. I got there and I think he was there already, and I walked in. He's like, hi, you know, we greeted each other with a hug. We sat down. I don't remember much being said. The waiter came over and took our order, and then we started talking casually about just like random things, like nothing weird, nothing out of the ordinary. And then it got kind of weird because it's like we got kind of quiet. It was very awkward. So he was just kind of sitting there staring at me. I kid you not. Homeboy was like this. This is his hands on the table and he's just like this. I'm not saying a word. Okay, I'm just sitting there in my aqua blue peplum top. I remember what I was wearing because I never wore it after that day. And I was feeling so awkward, like how am I supposed to eat my food or sit with someone who was just staring at me? And it takes a lot to tip me over, and I said, you know what, I can't take this anymore. It's too much. I said, why are you staring, like you're not saying anything? And then he said this, well, it's just that you're so beautiful, I can't stop staring at you. Listen, not to clock myself, but girl, I was no looker on that day. Trust me, I was trying my best for this date to not work out, and the Lord heard my praise. Homeboy was just so infatuated by God knows what, and I was just like, you know what, I need to get out of here. I have to, by some miracle, I have to leave. Mind you, I don't have a car, I don't drive, so how the hell I was gonna leave? Didn't know what to do. I started brainstorming in my head while homeboy was, you know, staring. I had enough time to think, so I said, you know what, Jessie got me in this mess, she has to get me out. I took my phone, went to the bathroom, and I called her because she did live close by. So I called her and I was like, yo bitch, you need to come and get me because this is not my vibe. I was so uncomfortable. I told her how creepy he was and how uncomfortable he made me, and she was just laughing on the other end of the line. Like, I honestly could have killed this bitch, but she was like, okay, relax, fine, that sounds terrible, I'll come get you. Before she came, we had to concoct a plan, obviously. So I said, I can't just have you come here and me just leave this date and go with you. So she was like, yeah, true. So we concocted a plan. This was the plan. She came in, right? So where I'm seated, I can see who's coming in the door. So she walks in and I pretend that I happen to casually glance and see my friend at the door. And I was like, oh my god, Jessie. And she was like, hey. I was like, how we doing? Say, how you going? You know, what's up? And I introduced her to the guy and whatever, and I was like, oh, what you doing here? Let me tell you something, this girl deserves a freaking Oscar because her performance was well executed. This was Jessie. Well, I just doing, you know, okay, I guess. It's like, what wrong? She's like, oh, well, me and my boyfriend just break up. And I was like, what? I was like, no, Jessie. And I held her hand for dramatic effect. What? No, Jessie, you serious? And she was like, yeah. Then she pretended to crack up. Listen, she pretends to crack up. So that was my cue to get up and go in the bathroom with her. So I did. So I asked to be excused from the table like a lady, and he was like, oh no, sure, go ahead. He's a really sweet guy, now that I think about it. Anyway, we go to the bathroom, and me and her are just cracking the fuck up in the bathroom, losing our mind. I'm like, girl, I'm basically choking. We need to go back out there and make it look like you're sad. And here we are just cracking up. She's very fair complexion, so she's like turned all red, but it worked in our favor because it made it look like she was crying. So the final part of our plan, we came back out and I sat down and I said to the guy, I left her in the bathroom, so I said to the guy, I was like, you know what, she really needs me. And he was like, yeah, I could really see that. I was like, I'm so sorry to do this to you today. And he was like, it's okay, your friend needs you. When I think about this now, it's like, oh my god, Shanada, you're such a bitch. But anyway, he creeped me out. So I said, you know, I think I really need to be with her. He's like, I really understand, it's no problem, just let me know when you get home. I said, okay, sure, no problem. Little did he know that was the last he would see or hear from Shanada. So I went back to the bathroom to meet her, and we came back out. We said goodbye to him, and we both stood by the window just looking to make sure that he jumped in a car and left. So said, so done. He left, and I think he texted me when he got home or something. I did respond. I acknowledged his text, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, her and I just had like a fun Sunday girls night out. Like, it wasn't late, I should say evening, it wasn't late at night at all. Yeah, that was basically my worst date. I know I probably look like not the good person here, but honestly, any person who is going to sit there and just stare at me and make me feel so uncomfortable for silly reasons, yeah, you're not gonna get any more of my time. Like, talk to me, let's have a conversation. We can talk about anything. We can talk about likes, dislikes, interests. But all he was interested in was me meeting his brothers. This is our first date. I don't want to talk about meeting your family. He was going like 100 real quick, and it started to freak me out. So that was my little worst date story. But there was a slight silver, I don't even want to say silver, it's like a gray lining, because I happened to meet a guy that evening and we ended up together for 2 years after that. So that was also an experience, because little had I known that I was about to enter a relationship with Satan himself, I probably would have never ended that date. So my dad did pick me up, and when I got home, the new guy was texting, he was messaging, and David actually was trying to call and message, and you know, just trying to figure out like why I wasn't responding to him. I did respond to him and told him I don't think this is gonna work out, and I think that's when he realized like, okay, all of this was not a coincidence, and he just never responded after that. I have seen him a couple of times since, like at the mall. Literally, he just like that's me standing there and he's like, and who could really blame him? It was a shitty thing to do, but you make me feel fucking weird. So that's what happened. Period. And that was, yeah, my worst date story, which actually, when you think about it, is probably like my funniest date story. So please don't unsubscribe or judge me. We all do dumb shit. So if you guys enjoyed this story time and you want to see more story times from me, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload videos. And also don't forget to check my Instagram, because you can clearly see I do a lot of poll taking on my Instagram, because obviously I'm producing content, but mainly it's for you guys, so I want to post what you all want to see. So let me know, hit me a DM, whatever you feel comfortable with. Comment down below, what was your worst date like? I would love to read some of those. Please just don't let me feel like I'm alone in this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and take care.